Sharing a movie night with the family can be loads of fun. However, trying to find something that's family friendly that adults can also enjoy can be difficult sometimes. But just because a film is made for kids, it doesn't mean that adults can't find any enjoyment in it. Behind the fun adventures and silly jokes, filmmakers can still tell deep and meaningful stories that reach both adults and children. So on today's episode of Movie Night, I'll be discussing some great family films that adults will enjoy too. Streaming on Disney+, The Kid Who Would Be King follows Alexander Elliot, a child in England who stumbles upon the mighty Excalibur, the sword wielded by King Arthur. After he draws the sword from the stone, he learns that he is prophesied to fight an evil force that threatens England. Alexander must create a group of knights and fight off this great evil in order to save England from a reign of terror. The Kid Who Would Be King is a film that provides a fun adventure for both children and adults. The action scenes are fun and imaginative, and do a fantastic job of updating legend to modern day. And while this is a kids film, it's still a film that has plenty of relevant themes about our current society. Despite Alexander being a kid, he realizes that the world around him is growing hopeless as modern politics takes a turn for the worse. Even before he wields the mighty Excalibur, he begins to feel the weight of the world on his shoulder. As he goes on his journey, he grows more optimistic and believes that someday Alexander and his friends can make the world a more hopeful place. Streaming on Netflix, Hugo is directed by legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese. That's right, the same filmmaker that made films like this.
Hey! What are you doing?
Has also made a wholesome children's movie. Hugo takes place in the year 1931. In this film, we follow an orphan named Hugo who lives in a train station and loves to build machines and watch movies. One day, he meets an engineer by the name of Papa George and his granddaughter. Eventually, the trio get wrapped up in the mystery about an automation that Hugo's father was building before he died. This is a film that is filled with a romanticism and love of cinema. While Hugo has plenty of laughs and fun moments, it's a film where its central character is growing up in a time where cinema is becoming more of a popular medium of storytelling. Martin Scorsese uses the facade of a children's movie to express his love of cinema to the viewers. We see how different characters have their imagination widened by early cinema and how it brings them so much joy to see whole new worlds brought to life on a large screen. For a family of movie buffs watching this, the children will have a fun, whimsical adventure, while the adults will get swept away in the raw emotion and passion poured into every frame of this movie. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why would I ever want to watch a Dora movie? Well, you'll be surprised at just how much fun this movie actually is. Streaming on Amazon Prime, Dora and the Lost City of Gold follows a 16-year-old Dora as her parents send her to the United States to attend high school. However, she's eventually kidnapped and sent back to the jungle. Now she must find the lost city, save her parents, and stop evildoers from discovering the city first. What makes this movie fun to watch for adults is how self-aware this movie is. The movie is aware of how childish Dora is and constantly pokes fun at the show. The supporting characters are constantly asking, why does Dora look off into space and talk to an audience that isn't there? Why is her best friend a monkey? Why does the 16-year-old girl still act like a child? This movie pokes fun at all of the tropes that we associate with Dora, and it keeps things entertaining for adults, while still being entertaining for kids. Kids will get to see their favorite character in live action, while adults will enjoy the meta humor added in for them. And there you have it, some great films to watch with your family for movie night. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Movie Night, and make sure you tune in next time for your next binge watch.